Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. On this occasion, we are from Group 6 will discuss and share our opinions about the statement online learning can degrade our education levels. Before that, we will introduce ourselves first. My name is Akmal Haidar A, and you can call me Akmal. And my student number is 505967. And my friends is...
My name is Virgiawan Kaka, you can call me Kaka. My student number is 505996. And my friend is...
I'm Syahwa Adelwais, and you can call me Syahwa. My student number is 505911. My friend,
my name is Hanifah Nur Aini, and you can call me Hanifah. My student number is 505896.
My name is Navia Shofinaim, and you can call me Navia. My student number is 506197. Okay, may I start the discussion first?
Sure.
For me personally, I agree with the notion that online school degrades our educational level. Since cheats are easily accessible, the scores are unreliable, and we can even receive bad grades if you're being honest. And this could degrade your motivation to learn because you think you're not capable enough and it's no need to study. Yeah, something like that. Well, I think online school might be beneficial for some people, maybe for those who are more introverted, they may enjoy a more solitary environment to learn, and maybe for those who have faster thought processing than the average, or maybe the slower one, since you can adjust the pace of learning to your own pace if you're learning online. But generally speaking, for the majority of people, I think online school brings more negative impact rather than the positive ones. I think self-discipline is hard for most people, and maintaining motivation is hard, and I think we need kind of external pressure to get our works done, to be motivated to study, like, an authority figure like teacher. And we don't really have a kind of figure at home. And it's a human nature that we seek for comfort, and learning isn't something that's really comforting, right? There are a lot of things that are easier to do and is more pleasant to deal with rather than studying. And then we procrastinate because it's harder than scrolling through the social media, and then we prefer to scroll through the social media and not getting our works done. And no one is there to stop us, right? Furthermore, online school means that the exams are also held online with easily accessible sheets, and then the exams that are intended to measure your capability regarding a certain topic are now unreliable. The scores don't actually reflect your actual conditions. Thus, this leads to you having an inaccurate judgment regarding your own ability. You may be overestimating yourself, or maybe you underestimate yourself. So you would make an appropriate decision based on your actual condition, because you don't really know your actual condition is. I think that's all. What about you guys?
Okay, I think I have many opinions with Navia. I agree when study online can make degrading the quality of the student, because I think learning online is less effective, because when I was in senior high school, studying online during the pandemic, it made me lazy to study because I didn't know enough about what was exploring via Zoom. I learned more about the material when it was directly defined or face-to-face with the teacher, and when studying online, I think was given more work than material. So I think I prefer study offline. How about you?
For me, in my opinion, I don't really agree that online learning can degrade our education level. Instead, with online learning, we can increase our education level because we can be more active to learn by ourselves and explore more various kinds of learning materials. With online learning, we also have a lot of time and more freedom to hone our interests and talents. We can also take part-time that can give us a lot of experience. What about you?
Same with you, Akmal. I don't agree that online learning can degrade the quality of education. Because when studying online, we have more time to ourselves and it can be a means for us to manage our time. Because when learning online, there are many temptations to skip class and not do assignments. Then it is our responsibility not to be tempted and carry out their obligations. Other than that, for people who don't like perks, will feel more calm and peaceful. How about you, Syahwa?
In my opinion, learning online or offline is the same for me because I have attended online or offline learning and I just don't understand the material, whether it's online or offline. If offline, there is a lot of Zoom, and if the signal is bad, the Zoom will hold and it makes it difficult for me to understand the material and also to get more signal. And if offline, I'm often sleepy in my class and I also play my homework in the class. So, do you have any personal experience that makes you come to such conclusion, guys?
I lost my motivation during the online school period. Before the online school, I always get the top 3 rank in my class. But after that, my grades really went downhill and I became very lazy and not paying attention at all to school. And of course, it impacted my career as students. What about you?
Based on personal experience, some of my school were not given the material before giving the task. So they just immediately deliver the task. For example, the teacher tried to do LKS like 7 and they just order to the student to watch a video from YouTube and they just start doing from via group. So I'm not understood when studying and I feel so objection. And when we have given the task, I also lazy to work on it and I just waiting my friends and the assignment for me. And it is one of my reasons that make me don't like online learning. How about you?
My personal experience is sometimes I try to interact with my friends, especially in crowds. But when online learning, I have more time to myself, so I can feel more peace. But my other opinion is just my idealism. How about you, Akmal?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kaka. But in my personal experience with online learning is I can hone my talents and interests in other areas such as dancing, and I can also take part-time jobs with the flexible time. So I not only learn about academics, but I can also get a lot of work experience from it. And in online learning, I also use platform like videos to learn because it's fun to learn and easier. How about you guys? What platform do you usually use?
I usually use Google Classroom because besides to submit assignment on it, it can give a past material from Google Classroom. How about this?
I prefer to use Zoom because if I use Zoom, it just use a little quota and it just use a little storage. So how about you? Actually, in my school, not use online meeting platform. Usually, the teacher makes his own video and sends it in the group. How about you?
In contrast with Syahwa, I prefer to use YouTube since it offers more flexibility. And when you use Zoom, you have to follow the schedule of the teacher, right? While in YouTube, you can just adjust it to your own pace, and you can speed up or slow it down, or like reply the part where you don't really understand the materials. What aspects do you guys think that is really differentiate between online learning and offline learning?
In my opinion, difference online and offline learning is that online learning has many benefits actually. For example, the government gives quota, but when offline learning is we can meet our friends in school, something like that.
So, in my opinion, if we study online, we cannot meet with our friends in school. But if we study offline in the school, we can meet our friends in the school. How about you?
I think when we offline school, we wake up early and study at school. But when online school, we wake up sometimes late and study at home. How about you?
I think difference is just in the way they socialize. So how about you?
I think that's the thing that really differentiates between online school and the offline one is the validity of the score itself. So for the conclusion, we have different opinion regarding this topic, but we can agree that online learning has its own negative and positive aspects. For the online learning, we can explore our interests better, and it's also more flexible than the conventional one. But on the other hand, it also makes us lazy and it decreases our overall performance. Okay, I think it's all that we can say. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.